Two dads on a mission, chasing magic through the parks. From rope drop to the fireworks, lighting up the dark. Yeah, we're the wildest dads in the wilderness on the ultimate ride. Buckle up, the adventure starts tonight.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of the Wildest Dads in the Wilderness pod. I'm Landon. I'm here with co-host and Disney dude, Caleb. What's going on, man?
What up, buddy?
Dude, I don't know. I know we are recording this on December 23rd, so getting ready for Christmas around the house. How about y'all?
Yeah, dude. I've been up here. I sent you a text earlier. I'm already planning for next year. Do a Christmas wrapping episode. Sit up here and just do something for people to wrap presents to. I sat up here for like an hour and a half just wrapping presents, and I was like, I need to just have my laptop on right now. But I got to show you. I didn't even think about it until you just asked that. I've got a table full of kids. Got big into trading pins when we were in Disney World last, so I just bought a ton of just like crappy trader pins that you can take down to the parks, and I wrapped them in 3s. I'm gonna hide them all over the house like Easter eggs. So like each kid gets 13 of them. They're like all over the place. Just give them something to do all day long.
You can just buy them in bulk off like eBay or something.
Yeah, I think it was like I think I got mine off Etsy. I think it was like $100 for like 75 of them. No, $75 for 100 of them.
Yeah. Was trading pins ever something you got into when you was younger? Like, did you ever have a bunch like in a box somewhere?
Yeah, I got a ton. I'd like us to dive into that actually on an episode or two, because I've never done it like seriously. I've just started looking into like what all the stuff means recently. But yeah, my mom would buy a bunch off of eBay or whatever, and we'd go trade pins. And you can spend, this will come up in an episode very soon, but I mean, you can spend $20-$25 on a single pin in the parks, but people will buy them and not realize that, and they will go and trade them away immediately. So you can walk around, and we got several times we traded our little not good trader pins for like the nice stuff. Mm-hmm. Like somebody had looked like they literally bought and then walked out to a pin trader and traded it away.
Just got something they liked from the trader. Yeah, trading pins isn't something we are into at all. We've got some pins of like, first trip, or like when we stay at the Riviera, we got one just from the resort based pin. But yeah, we've never really looked into it at all outside of just buying one for an occasion of, Brody's first trip, or, Riley Jack's first trip, such and such. But
I love it. Bit of foreshadowing for our tips and tricks.
Almost like a baseball card deal. Like it's just endless. But yeah, we'll get into this episode. I'm going to go over my last trip to Disney World. It was back in late September, which has been 3 months now. So I've got some notes I'm going to have to look at to do a brief summary of our trip. It definitely won't be as in-depth as our last episode, but we'll go over that. We'll play a game of Would You Rather and see what's going on. So our first day, I'm calling day 1 flight day. It is, it was a long day to say the least. So we flew out September 21st, and the only 2 options to fly that day was like a 6 a.m. and a 6 p.m. We elected to go with the 6 a.m. flight. I was looking at pictures before the pod. There was a picture of Brody walking through the airport holding his grandparents' hands at 4:50. We are an hour from the airport. So that was a rough wake-up call that morning, right? So the day started off rough, just 2 babies straight to the car seats, trying to get them to sleep all the way to the airport. Turns out that is the move, because when we got to Disney World, we checked in. We stayed at the Grand Floridian. We checked in and was eating lunch. Checked into our rooms, eating lunch by 1 o'clock. So we ate at the resort, I think, that day. And then we headed straight to Hollywood Studios. The Hollywood Studios, day 1, we did the Indiana Jones show. It was a show that I've never done. Me and Brody and my father-in-law went and sat through that. Brody's kind of a motorcycle fan, so I knew that there was a little bit of stunt action going on for that. I didn't realize how loud the speakers were, and boy, it was a task trying to keep him in the show. He was ready to leave. As soon as the fireworks and all the booms started going off, he was ready to pack it up and head out. But after a little persuasion, he ended up staying, and he really enjoyed it by the time the end of the show rolled around.
Now, did you volunteer to be one of the dudes? You know, they call like the folks down from the stands, and they've got the plant down there.
No, I didn't. Maybe they took volunteers before we got there because we got there kind of right at show time. But no, I didn't even see that as an option when we were there.
I've done it twice where I got picked to go down there. And at least one of those times I was, you know, they've got the guy at the end where you're like having to play dead, and they just make fun of him the entire time. So I'm like laying on the ground.
That was you?
Oh, yeah. I've done it twice. I might have been that guy both times. I definitely was one. I've got some pictures around here somewhere.
Now, that was like recent or back when you were a kid?
No, you have to be an adult.
Okay.
So I
as
think
a dad, you were getting made fun of it for the whole crowd.
One of them was like Ben's, or you know, they may have been around like college program-ish. I don't know if Ben was with us or not, but yeah.
After the Indiana Jones show, we ventured over. We big Toy Story land, Andy's backyard. We hang out through there. Brody has gotten to be a big fan of the alien swirling saucers. So we usually hit that once or twice a day that we're at Hollywood Studios. And I know we hit Toy Story Mania that day. For some reason, I'm thinking we did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We had never rode that ride up until this past trip. And that's a really fun ride. What I'm learning they call trackless ride. That's a very impressive thing to see as an adult, is how that trackless system works. We really, really like that ride. For even being an adult, it was a cool ride.
That's one of my favorites, hands down. I love the when the like waterfall, when it like feels like you're tilting and it's like wind in your face flying down towards the water.
We're big goofy guys too, so when he sticks his head out the back of the train, the locomotive, it's we like to get a good kick out of that. So that's about it for day one. We kind of called it an early day. Like I said, we flew out so early that we took a quick trip to Hollywood and then headed back. Day two started. So at Disney World, I like to get up, grab a coffee or energy drink, whatever the day's calling for, and go out and watch the sun come up. And usually, we talked about it in the last episode, it's a couple hours I got time to myself. But day two, my alarm
hold
goes
up.
off.
Let's time out real quick. Where are y'all staying?
Grand Floridian.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, Grand Floridian. So day two, alarm goes off. I get up, and as I'm headed out the door, my son, my 3-year-old, he was 2.5 at the time, he wakes up. He never wakes up early. He wakes up, and he's like, I want to go with you. And he's got his Buzz Lightyear jammies on, and this dude goes out with me. I got some cool pictures of him at Seven Seas Lagoon with the sun coming up, just thumbs up, and just he's ready to do Disney World. It was a cool morning for us because we, like I said, he usually sleeps in until we wake him up essentially, and he stayed up with me that whole morning from 5 a.m. until Mom and Sis got up. We did do Crystal Palace day 2 morning at Magic Kingdom. We're big Winnie the Pooh fans around here, so we did have to do Crystal Palace. That was, I talked about in episode 1. We did the breakfast, but we stayed long enough to where we got to see the lunch buffet portion of it as well. We always hit Crystal Palace just due to Brody's been a Winnie the Pooh guy, and he's still Winnie the Pooh, but it's just quality food, quality service. It's just, even if you're not really a Winnie the Pooh fan, it's worth a visit to Crystal Palace. And then every time we go to Magic Kingdom, Brody's Tomorrowland Speedway guy. We'll ride it like 4 times. It's always a 10-minute wait. We'll hit Tomorrowland Speedway. It's a small world. So this was the first time we took him on Pirates of the Caribbean. And let me tell you, did not like the drop on Pirates of the Caribbean. It was a topic of conversation the entire trip. Whenever we were asking him about a ride, he was wanting to know, does it have a drop? I'm guessing we kind of scarred him with the drop.
That's what Annie does too. Annie will be like, hey, there's, just so you know, there's a little hill on this one. Yeah, you be ready for the hill. Every ride we get on, she's like, is there a hill? Like, yeah, there's a little hill. You're going to be all right.
Like the Pirates are more scary than the drop, but with the drop had us on edge the rest of the trip. Like I said, it's a small world, is always an easy ride to do. especially with littles. We hit Page's Pinocchio Village House, so we usually hit it for a meal if we need something later on in the day. I don't do well after eating a big breakfast, eating another big meal. So usually I just kind of pick it. She likes the buffalo chicken flatbread, and it is a phenomenal meal if you need something quick.
Never done it.
Buffalo chicken flatbread pizza with Doritos and blue cheese on top, and it's good. So usually I'll pick at that, and I think we went back.
So what's the move on sitting at Pinocchio's? Do y'all get it and go? Do you try to go sit by the window and watch Small World?
Yeah, we have tried that. We've done it before. This last trip, it was pretty busy. I think we ate there twice. Both times we ate there, we actually sat on the other side of the restaurant. It's a Small World. That's the first time we'd ever sat over there, and it's kind of just the first available table we could find. We'd never ventured upstairs. I know there's sometimes a good vibe upstairs.
Super tiny upstairs. I'm not sure I knew it was there until this last trip, but it was cool.
I know a couple of times I remember seeing it roped off, essentially, where you couldn't go up there. But no, it just really first available is our main seating of choice. I think we came back to the resort for naps that day. Like I said, we had a 8-month-old at the time, so stroller naps are fun and fine, but it was still hot in September.
That's where the Grand Floridian's going to come in clutch too.
Yeah, especially Magic Kingdom.
Hop right back on and go. Yeah, Ben's first trip. He was like 18 months, and we stayed at the Contemporary, so that wasn't easy. He also had an ear infection, so I mean that was pretty much just that whole trip was a wash. But it was so easy to get back and put him down for a nap.
And that is the big thing about the monorail loop too, is you don't have to break down a stroller. So like you got the kids in the stroller asleep. Dude, you just jack them up on the monorail, they stay asleep. You're air conditioned all the way back to the room. It's a nice plus to staying on that monorail loop.
So do y'all do the double stroller, or do you do a single?
So this is the first time we've been with two. We rented a stroller this time. It was a double side by side. Dude, if you've never drove one of those, you ought to have a license to drive one.
Yeah, especially in Disney World, I'm sure you're just running into people. Yeah. Now, the reason I ask, I actually saw on Instagram the other day because you knew the same thing on Skyliner. You just, you pop your stroller in there, you're good to go. But a double stroller, they make you fold it up.
Yep.
So if you go stay
the hard way.
You did? Yeah. I'm not about that life. Not that mine's oldest is 8, so I'm good there. But that would be tough.
We actually, one day we're at Hollywood, both kids were asleep in the stroller, and we didn't want to take the buses just due to the having to fold it up. And so when we headed up the ramp for the Skyliner, and they flagged us down, they're like, you're going to have to unfold it, just to get them on the Skyliner. So I think we ended up picking them up and toting them into the bus that way and then folding the stroller up. But so after naps, actually I'll go into this. So during naps, this is key. All you dads out there, during naps is the time to get away. So what I did, I think it was this day. I don't know much about resorts I haven't stayed at. I've stayed at the Grand Floridian. I've stayed at Art of Animation, the Riviera. That might be about it. So I don't know anything about the Polynesian, and I've always heard Polynesian resorts awesome. So what I did, kids go to sleep and the wife naps right there with them. I hit the pool bar for a margarita, and we're headed off to the Polynesian, and we're just walking. And I knew I had 2 good hours, so I don't even know what I explored at the Polynesian. I know I went past the new DVC Tower, which is phenomenal. It's a really cool. If we ever have a chance to stay there, we'll probably take advantage of that. It looks really cool. And I just walked off to the Polynesian Resort and explored it. And have you ever stayed there?
Yeah. We stayed there a few times in high school, I think. And that place, Polynesian's awesome. And we usually go, I think trip before last, we went and ate at Ohana for breakfast. And
my sister-in-law always likes to hit that, but we've never hit Ohana.
If I'm going to stay on the monorail, that's probably where I'll take that back, because I've never stayed at Grand Floridian, which I've been in there, looks awesome, but I'm a big Polynesian fan.
Yeah, it seemed really cool. So take advantage of the family naps if you're out there. So after nap time, we headed back to Magic Kingdom. We had, I think, Lightning Lanes for Tron and Seven Dwarfs. And I said in episode 1 that me and Paige rode Seven Dwarfs together, just me and her. The grandparents had the kids, and that was a cool bonding time with the wife that you don't get much of now that we've got kids. And dude, Tron's awesome. It's probably one of my top 2 rides at Disney World. But
With what along with
Guardians Cosmic Rewind is numero uno.
Say, I mean, you know how I do motion sick wise. That's a
Yes.
Guardians is one where I'm surviving. Like I enjoy it, but like it's like all right, we're gonna hold on here, make it through this ride. Usually we've been around at least one lap around the world too, so I'm locked in when we get on Guardians
on for dear life.
Yeah.
That's what I actually think for Tron. Me and my father-in-law rode side by side, and then for our Epcot day, me and him rode Cosmic Rewind together. And I remember after Tron, I was like, man, that ride's so awesome, right? And then like 2 days later after Guardians, I was like, dude, that is the best ride here. Like there's nothing like it. Tron's good. It's just I love Guardians for some reason. I don't know if it is that take you one way and here goes the other, but
it's like rock and roller coaster, but then you end up sideways at some point,
right? Facing not the direction you're headed.
Yeah. No, it's a sick idea. I'll give you that. I'm a pansy when it comes to
I can see the motion sickness being a big. I mean, I don't get motion sick too bad, and the stomach is already upside down before you're 5 seconds into the ride.
Like we did Expedition, and like first one, I'm fine. Second one, it's like I'm about tapped here. Like you gonna have to take me back to the resort. Yeah, that's a problem.
I could definitely see that. So that concludes day 2, really. Day 3, Hollywood Studios. I don't remember much about day 3 outside of this was like 2 days before the animation courtyard started its renovation, and they closed this Disney Junior dance and play. Luckily, we were just trying to find some air conditioning, and we walked into this dance and play. It was cool, dude. Like Brody had the time of his life. All it is a DJ playing Disney jams and characters dancing around. It's just a big open floor, hula hoops, and kids just having a blast. My little daughter had a blast just listening to the music and rave lights almost, there's crazy lights going on. Something we'd have never thought of hitting if we hadn't just stumbled into it looking for air conditioning. And right as we were getting ready to leave, as you can see, we like motorcycles, and my little boy likes motorcycles and race cars, and Mickey Mouse comes out in a Roadster Racers race car suit. And dude, he freaked out, man.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
I've never seen so it was like inside the Disney Junior thing, not like out in the courtyard.
Yeah, so it was inside, like when you walk into back when Animation Courtyard was a thing, when you walked into it, to the right was the big almost auditorium type building. And that's where it was part of Cool Kids Summer, I think is what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love seeing when they're in their unusual outfits. That's why we kind of talked about I want to do like a Run Disney marathon or something. They got all the unique
see the special
characters and whatever out. No, that's really cool. And if they close that down, that's probably one you ain't gonna see again either.
No, yeah, because I think, golly, I don't remember if we went on the 24th or the 25th, but it closed the 26th. So it was either the day before or 2 days before. But I remember we were getting ready to leave, and I looked at Paige, my wife, and I was like, "Hey, there's Mickey Mouse." And a few seconds later, I was like, "He's wearing a race car suit. Brody's gonna freaking love this." So of course we had to stumble over there and stand in line and wait to get pictures and high fives from Mickey and everything. But we were glad we stayed. So like I said, I don't remember much what else we did. I've always wanted to hit Woody's Lunchbox. And man, I'm sure that line, even for a mobile order, you're looking at like 45 minutes to an hour and a half just to get a mobile order in. But we hit it at the right time. I was able to get Woody's Lunchbox for lunch. And I got a barbecue brisket milk sandwich or something like that. Phenomenal mobile order. If you ever catch Woody's Lunchbox without a long wait time, I definitely recommend hitting it. I know they're kind of known for their Pop-Tart pastries, but I didn't try any of those.
I've never gotten anything from there. I've never gotten anything from there. I have gone, and I think trip before last, I did a mobile order and picked up the kids' food, and we ate in Star Wars because that was the first time we've been in Star Wars, and we're like, we're gonna try the food. but I've never gotten any Woody's lunchbox. I always head over to Star Wars, get me a blue milk. Kick off
something you told me
my lunch
2 years ago that I've still never got, but I definitely recommend it. It's a good sandwich. So, like I said, I don't really remember what all we hit. We rode aliens, the saucers, of course, a couple times, and we didn't ride Slinky Dog Dash at all this trip. Usually, me and Paige will try to hit it, but I guess Lightning Lanes didn't work out, or we weren't able to ride it.
Did y'all do Phantasmic, or is that too late with the?
Yeah, no, we haven't stayed in the park that late, really. That's what I told Paige before this trip, dude. I said, I want to see Toy Story Land at night. Like, I had never even seen it in the dark.
Uh-huh.
And so we walked through there, I think, one evening. So I was able to see Toy Story Land with all lit up, under the night sky. But
right.
I just was thinking about it before the trip. I was like, golly, it's such a cool, colorful place that I've never seen lit up at dark.
Honestly, the whole park. I love Star Wars at night is probably my favorite. Like,
I can
walk
see
around
that.
it. Yeah, it is incredible. So you've never done Phantasmic?
Nope.
You need to put that on your list for sure, because I definitely think,
as the youngest one gets a little bit older, we'll definitely be able to hit some of. We kind of hit the tried and true stuff that we know that they'll enjoy right now. Because, like I said, we get a 3 and a almost 1 year old. It's kind of hard to risk it for something we're not certain of. Like Indiana Jones almost backfired on us, and it was almost I would have thought it was a guaranteed with the fireworks and the stunts. But we'll definitely try that Phantasmic out.
Phantasmic's one of those to me where it's like Indiana Jones and stuff that's awesome. It's a step above the rest of the pretty much any other Disney show, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like it is really cool.
Now I get a good Disney show here in a minute, but like I said, that's about all we did on day 3. Day 4, this is the first time we've done this. So actually, I was on this trip. I was 3 months post-op on a knee reconstruction. We weren't sure how this trip was going to go as far as just walking 10 miles a day on a rehabbing knee. So we put in a rest day on the Wednesday. We scheduled our Chef Mickey's for the rest day, which was a awesome idea. We kind of backed it up. Usually our morning character breakfasts are early. This one we backed up to, I think, close to 10 o'clock. It was fun. It was really nice to just kind of sleep in, still get you character breakfast in. And then we kind of called it a pool day. We just hung out at the resort. Grand Floridian has like 3 pools or 2 pools and a kid's splash pad. So it was a nice day to just hang out around the resort, get a good rest in. We hit Disney Springs that evening. I don't know about you. You've never said it to me. Gideon's Cookies.
Never done it.
Get out.
No, I hadn't. I remember when it opened and they'd have like lines wrapped around. They had like you had to enter like a virtual queue. Yeah. They had like lines wrapped around the door. But I guess I was always just scarred, just remembering that. And I was like, I ain't doing that for a cookie. But the last several times we passed it, like you could just walk up. It looked like.
Now, I think there still gets like that sometimes. There'll be 40-minute waits to get this Gideon's cookie. And like I said, and I get to Disney World, I'm a fat boy at heart. And it comes out and it shows its head bad. So I usually will get a box of like 5 Gideon's cookies, and you need to look them up. These things are huge.
You're like, I can't eat lunch after a big breakfast. You got a damn box of cookies in your pocket.
And then I'm wondering, like, 24 hours later, like, I'm getting sick. Like my stomach's hurting.
What's happening? Good, something in the water.
But I eat all 5 cookies in like a day and a half. By like the next day lunch, I've got the cookies ate. I remember hearing something like, it's like 18 pounds worth of cookies for the 5 cookies.
Good.
It might be 12. It's still something ridiculous.
I hadn't eaten there, but 18 pounds worth of cookies.
These are big cookies.
But hold on. That's like 3 pounds of cookie. Everybody's gonna know how dumb I am. I don't know math, but are you pulling up a calculator? I see you looking down. I'm trying to figure out how much. Whatever you're looking up, I want to know how much 18 pounds for 5 cookies would be.
They're nearly, that would definitely be like 3.5. But no, they're like half a pound.
Family size lasagna.
So legit. It might be 6 cookies. So it's 3 pounds worth of cookies. But still,
That's still
dramatic.
That's still stupid.
3 pounds worth of cookies. Yeah. And I don't feel bad at all about eating them, but it whoops me. Gideon's is a must every time we hit Disney Springs.
Disney Springs is always our, we usually drive, and that's usually we get in town and we go straight to Disney Springs. And that's usually the only day we're there. But did y'all eat dinner there too?
We did, yeah. Where do y'all normally eat?
We usually try to do something kind of quick. I mean, over the year, back when it was downtown Disney, when I was a kid, we used to spend a lot of time at downtown Disney, which you probably didn't really go then. But that, like, it's a total overhaul now from what it used to be. And so now we do, like, I think it's like the Polite Pigs, like the barbecue place.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I never had it.
Or we go
really good.
The Earl of Sandwich, or something quick like that. And then we hit the world of Disney, Once Upon a Toy, the Christmas shop, stuff like that. But no, we love it. I was trying to stall because I saw you were frozen, but I don't think it worked. There he is.
Maybe a few technical difficulties. Last thing I saw was just talking about the Polite Pig.
I might just pick it up with or we just want to, just roll with it. We just cut out the pause. Here's what happened, everybody. Landon froze on the screen. I tried to stall because sometimes he can make it back, but he didn't make it back. So
we're back.
Action. Now. Polite Pig. We do Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah, we do too.
Y'all did that. How do you like the Earl of? I like it fine.
Yeah, it's a good sandwich place, but
it's like a
sandwich place.
McAllister. Yeah, that's one of those. I guess it's more nostalgic than anything because I think both mine and Kathleen's families just did it growing up a lot. And then we go hit World of Disney, Once Upon a Toy, and the little Christmas shop. Some of the key stores over there.
Yeah, we kind of hit the big ones too.
The Coke store, obviously.
Yeah, everybody this trip ate Earl of Sandwich except for me. I did a mobile order for I think it might have been Burger 5.
We do deluxe burger?
That
we actually did this last time. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Phenomenal burger. Every time we've been at Disney Springs, I'd always ate Earl of Sandwich, but I wanted to try something else.
Yeah,
so I did that deluxe burger.
We did really eat at Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. Yeah, that place is good. That's me and Kathleen actually ate there right before we got engaged, which that's a story for another podcast, but another episode.
Yeah, like I said, unless it's a character meal, we pretty much doing something we can mobile order. 99% of the time.
No, yeah, we do too.
So that concludes the rest day. Day 5, I guess it would be. Let me get my notes pulled back up here. It was an Animal Kingdom day. I know episode 1 we talked about how you're a big Animal Kingdom guy. I am the opposite. Don't really care much about Animal Kingdom. Yeah, I reckon. There's a zoo in Birmingham, man.
There's a. It doesn't have. No,
it don't. And giraffes walking around next to the car. Day 5 was Animal Kingdom, and we had tickets to the Halloween party, the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So nobody in our group's a huge Animal Kingdom fan, so we just kind of call it half a day. We got there. We did the safari. Obviously, it is a really good ride. This was one of the first times, unless Paige had to correct me, this is one of the first times since we had kids that it wasn't like a cluster.
On the safari?
Yeah, like Paige has gotten in trouble feeding Brody before, the driver be up there.
I thought you were going to say,
put all your food away.
I thought you were going to say, feeding the animals.
No, feeding Brody snacks. We've been called out for
calling the rhinos over to the safari truck. They get mad about everything.
I know one time, I don't even know if it's the same ride or not, but about halfway through, Brody woke up sweaty, just, ornery, crying. Not a good time. So we did the safari. I think everybody that goes to Animal Kingdom is going to hit the safari.
Yes,
It's a must. It's just one of the few reasons we go there. And I said earlier, I would bring up another show that's really good. We hit the Lion King show. That was my first time ever doing the Lion King show.
Cool.
Good show. It is a must. My sister-in-law told us how much My little niece liked it, and so we decided we were going to definitely put it on the list. It will always be on the list from here on out, as long as the kids like Lion King. At least it is a awesome show, definitely worth your time. And these shows, man, you can just walk up, get in line, and you're going to catch the next show. I've never seen one backed up so long that you got to catch the next. You got to wait a full show, so it's always a nice out of the sun time.
The dude, they got that big swole older guy up there is like the main character dude.
Yeah.
That's been the same guy since I was a kid. Since I was like 7 years old. Same dude. Been there the whole time. And like, you can tell, cool. Like, so next time you're there, like, watch, like, you can tell that dude just loves it. Like, he is, I've never seen him not like, I think I might have saw a different guy like once, and I was like, oh no, they got rid of him. And then the last time we went and did it was like, oh, yeah, he's back. Like, that's
cool.
Yeah, but that dude's a cool
add-on. Yeah, and that's 25 years of acting in the theater.
Magic. Yeah.
I know every park day I've said so far, I've said where we've ate. I don't eat in Animal Kingdom. I never really have. We always hit the Pizza Safari, I think is the name of the place, like the quick service pizza place. It's, it's cheap pizza, but when you got littles, they're always up for pizza. And I think they've always got
here's your, let me hit you with my hot tip here. You got to hit in my opinion, Animal Kingdom is, even our good buddy Alex, when we went down there with them before kids. And I think that is the best quick service food in all of Disney World. Between Flame Tree and Satu'li's Canteen, both of those are just absolutely phenomenal.
Now, what kind of food is this? Is this cheeseburgers, chicken fingers?
Flame Tree is like a barbecue place, but I mean, it's like you can get like half a chicken rib combo plate. Yeah. Like, it is good stuff, and the seating is awesome. It's down by the water where you can see like Expedition Everest, and then Satu'li's Canteen has an insane amount of indoor seating. But you know me, I've gotten better. I'm a bit of a picky eater. It's supposed to be, I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know it's obviously it's supposed to be for like the people of Avatar. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you call that, but they got like cheeseburger pods that are in like bao buns and stuff, which sounds a little wonky, but it is phenomenal. And that's one of those where like I know you're not supposed to, I'll go and get myself like a kid's meal, just like cheeseburger pod, and it'll come with an orange and chips and like whatever, trying to save money. Yeah. And it's plenty.
Good eating.
But like both of those are like, it's the almost like, since we've had kids, like the picking our restaurant is like, where do we want to sit, basically?
Yeah, for sure.
And both of those seating is fantastic.
It's good. I have to check it out. Like I said, we've hit the last 2 years or last 2 trips. Have hit that Pizza Safari. I don't get nothing to eat just because it's like
you've had all those cookies.
It's fair pizza. Yeah. Now I'm about four cookies in at this point, so like 11 pounds worth of cookies.
11 pounds worth of cookies. You're walking around the park, just face covered in chocolate. I'm not hungry.
Belly hanging out.
And breakfast. Big breakfast.
Go eat your Gideon's cookie.
I don't know if I want to now.
Dude, no, they're phenomenal. They got all kinds too. Like, I'm a chocolate chip guy, but they've got, a monthly cookie. They've always got a banana chocolate chip cookie. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I've got for Animal Kingdom. I'm trying to think. We didn't do anything dinosaur related.
Yeah, most of that's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And you never will.
Never will.
No. So I guess y'all didn't really do any Avatar.
Mm-mm.
Y'all ever been to Rafiki's Planet Watch?
No.
Okay. We did that for the first time in a long time. Like, I hadn't done it. And it's a bit of a trek to get there. But if your kids like riding on trains, you ride the train out there, and they've got a petting zoo. You like pet goats and stuff. And that's where they've moved. They've got like so Animation Courtyard used to have a thing where you'd go and draw with an actual Disney animator.
Okay, yeah.
They've got that out there now. But we also, I think the kids met Rafiki and Timon, which, you don't really see them anywhere else. They're actually, what I saw? They're actually about to move Bluey out there. So you'll be able to meet Bluey.
Kind of strange.
I thought that was also strange, but you're about to be able to meet Bluey and maybe Bingo, I think, out at Rafiki's Planet Watch. Yeah, no, you'd think that'd be in
weird
like
place
Hollywood
to run into them too.
You would think that'd be at literally any other park, but
Yeah.
no, you got to go to Animal Kingdom and take a train. Go see Bluey.
And I mean, and granted, you got to give it to me. Animal Kingdom's a hot park, so after a couple hours in Animal Kingdom with 2 little kids, and it's time to mosey on back. So
No, I just don't get it. I don't.
do you make it a 2-day?
I mean,
2-day
it's you
park?
and every other person on the planet, but God, I just love Animal Kingdom. I will say, I mean, as far as rides go, it is one of those where like I leave and like I've done everything. Like this past time we didn't get lightning lanes. Like, you show up, you do all the stuff. I say that there was a few we didn't get to see the tigers and stuff that I wanted to. So there were a few things we didn't get to do. If you show up with lightning lanes, you do it all easy, hands down. Unlike Magic, where like you kind of need 2 days to, and you're still not going to hit it all. No, I just love the vibe of it.
It's definitely a kid's trip, So we're Expedition Everest is a phenomenal ride, but neither one of them being tall enough to ride stuff like that yet. We're not really going to break off much and
right
stuff that
unless you really want to do it. Do you ever do? I know you mentioned y'all do the. You'll just pay up for like the big lightning lane for some of them. With stuff like Expedition, you ever just like go hop in the single rider?
Dude, so the trip before last was the first time I found out about single rider page. Was
okay.
Feeding Brody at the Starlight Cafe or whatever it is in Hollywood Studios and or the commissary, I guess. And I was like, I'm going to go see what I can get into. And walked up to Rock and Roller Coaster. And within like a 30-minute nap time for Brody, I rode Rock and Roller Coaster 4 times.
Yeah.
So I've definitely, through just researching and watching stuff on the internet.
Stomach full of cookies, riding Rock and Roller Coaster 4 times.
Is there a better way to spend a day? Is there a better way to spend a day? But yeah, just I've realized there's a lot of rides that have that single rider option that I would be checking out more. But 2 trips ago was the first time I ever heard anything about it.
I guess that isn't. I mean, that's a good one for people who don't go often. Yeah.
So we went after lunch and we went back to the room to nap before, because I think we did kind of plan on it being a long evening with the Halloween party. Once we got to the party, have you ever done any of the Halloween party or the Christmas?
Yeah,
I haven't done the Christmas one.
So this was Halloween
last 2 years,
then, right?
Yeah, the not so scary Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough with 2 that go to bed by 8:00 every night, but we were able to stick around for the Halloween party. We usually try to hit a couple trick-or-treat stops. I will say this too, that would have been Thursday, the day I'm currently talking about, day 5, and that was the first day that my sister-in-law and her husband had got down there. So Brody had a fun new family member to pal around with, so they were able to get there on Thursday. That was our first day there, so we all went to the Halloween party. We hit a couple trick-or-treat stops. I'm trying to think. I don't think we really rode much. Didn't ride.
I just love the. I love the. Did y'all do the parade?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next. We definitely went early to the parade and found a really good spot, and sat around for the parade.
I feel like that's kind of what you're paying for.
Yeah, that, and if you go hang around for the fireworks, you can, but after the parade, the little one was over it, so I think we eased on back. But I definitely recommend it. It is not a super cheap ticket to buy.
Yeah, no.
And if you've got kids that are, if you can call it a couple hours, money well spent. But they definitely have. We didn't. I know my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they try a bunch of those, like one-off treats and foods that's only at the parties, but we didn't hit any of that. Paige might have had a special kind of ice cream, but I don't really remember.
Also, there is no one who took the Halloween parties more seriously than my mother. And there's a video that I need to find somewhere. She showed up in full Maleficent outfit, the makeup, the whole thing. Really? And she's amped up at the parade. And we go, and there's this little character dance party in the Diamond Horseshoe. And we walk in, and the villains are in there, and they're like kind of messing with the kids or whatever. And my mom stepped in between them, and she's like, "You leave these children alone." And she like starts chasing these characters around the Diamond Horseshoe. And I remember me and Abby just looking at each other and being like what have we unlocked? Putting her in like a Maleficent costume where all these like characters are just like, what is this lady doing? And she's just like chasing them all over.
Is she paid by Disney? Like,
Yeah.
is she one of us? She one of us? Like, what
She turned into one of the character actors. Like, my God.
Living it up. Yeah, I'm not a big Halloween person, so seeing, these characters in their one-off Halloween attires, it is cool. Winnie the Pooh and them are dressed up in. And we might have rode Winnie the Pooh. We're a big Winnie the Pooh ride family, so we might have rode Winnie the Pooh and saw them dressed up in their Halloween outfits that night. But not many rides. We didn't do much outside of just some trick or treat stops. This was actually we hit the most trick or treat stops this year than we had before. We might have hit 4 or 5. We made it through the Storybook Circus, which brought back memories of back when you was down there. But
roll time. I've probably, you were asking if I've been to it, and I was trying to think back to the times I've been to, and I guess really my memories are I've worked 20 of them. Mm-hmm. So I mean basically that soundtrack is just seared into my brain. Boot to you and you and you times 2, trick or treat. Landon's frozen and I'm making up the words to this song. What up?
We're back. You got me back now.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I don't know why it's dropping me. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Internet's fine, but it keeps dropping. Yeah, so Halloween party over. We'll call it day 6. So day 6, we jumped up. We always like to hit Hollywood Studios one morning early. We're big Toy Story fans in this family, Brody especially. He's got, I think we're on our 3rd or 4th pair of Woody boots, and we got the next 3 sizes in the closet, man. Like, we're big Woody Buzz guys. So we like to hit Hollywood Studios early and get autographs and pictures with Buzz and Woody.
I saw him in those the other day too. That's once he got signed, right?
Yeah, this was the first year we took the boots and we got Jesse and Woody to sign his boots. Big topic when we went back to school. Teachers, all of his buddies, he pointed them, who signed your boots? Woody and Jesse. So that was really cool experience to see him. He's a very shy kid, so obviously in the moment he's just kind of taking it all in and wide-eyed and not really saying much, but boy did he have something to say about it when he was around everybody that he was comfortable with. And so we got the autographs. We might have hit Sully. We might have went and got a picture with Sully that morning. I'm not sure. We have in the past anyways. After the autographs, we went to Epcot for our Epcot day. We got there right about lunch. First thing we did was Paige wanted some Japanese food. I don't know the name of the place she eats. It's the one up on the hill, the mobile order quick service you can get up on the hill, and it's right above where you get the violet sakis. So definitely had to start lunch off with a violet sake. One of the best drinks at Disney World, in my opinion. I haven't had all the drinks at Disney World, but I could hardly find something that would rival it, I'm assuming. And then I went to the Regal Eagle. I know I said that in the first episode. We ate Regal Eagle for the first time ever. As a good barbecue restaurant. If you're just looking for a quick barbecue meal.
I still hadn't done it. Would love to.
Yeah, it's good. We didn't do a ton in Epcot. Kind of just walked around. I had Sis. She ended up falling asleep right as our Lightning Lane approached for Frozen. So Paige, Brody, and the grandparents hit Frozen. Man, we did. I take it back. We did do a couple more things. After Frozen, we went to Finding Nemo and Friends. That's always a really good half hour to an hour spent because you got the ride and the aquarium after. And then it is right there next to Moana's Journey of Water. I think that's the name of it. Little walk-through demonstration of water. And then obviously Cosmic Rewind, we hit it as well. So that about concludes the trip. Day 7 was our flight home day. We did hit Magic Kingdom. Like we were able to, leave our bags, hit bellhop, and just jump on the monorail to Magic Kingdom for a couple hours. So that is what's nice about the monorail loop too, is you've got the easy access if you ain't got but 2 hours before you gotta leave, or you can make good time of it. That's about the whole trip. I know it definitely wasn't as in depth. It did take a long time to go through, but
it's mostly just technical errors and talking about cookies. So it's all good.
18
Those things happen.
Cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, who don't want to hear about 18 pounds of cookies?
18, but I think that's episode number 3. You have to demonstrate.
3-pound cookies will get you. They sneak up on you quick. So we're going to take a word here and listen to a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hear. Let's go ahead and hear a word from our sponsors. Why don't we? This episode is brought to you by Waiting in Line, the official pastime of Walt Disney World and other various theme parks. Waiting in line is where it's always too hot, your kids are extremely exhausted, and everyone agrees that it's time to play that game where you put your phone on your forehead and you have to guess what it says. You don't remember downloading it, but here you are, still guessing, and the line hasn't moved. Waiting in line, because the ride is temporary, but the line's forever.
I'm about to the point where I need to know the name of the app. I think Brady's going to be in the next couple of years that we're going to be playing that game like everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. They sponsor the show, so at this point, you're going to have to get on board. You know, we can probably get it for free.
The guys in front of us and behind us, everybody in the line playing that game.
Whatever the name of that app is, you just unofficially sponsored the show. So
absolutely, welcome aboard.
Please reach out. All right, brother.
You want to jump into a game?
Let's go ahead and do it.
You think we got time?
I mean, either we got time or we've teased it out for a few episodes now. So even if we end up with a long episode, why don't we just go ahead and do it?
Rope drop thrills to castle chatter. Make a choice, would you rather?
All right. I don't know what you've got tuned in for this. I can only imagine what
I'm trying to find my list right now.
So I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a bare bones, bone stock question. Would you rather rope drop or kiss goodnight?
Would I rather rope drop or kiss goodnight? I want to make a confession here. I have never actually rope dropped. I do feel like I would enjoy the rope drop. I love we talked about, I love the getting up, making my coffee, having the early morning. Just doesn't really ever work. So I'm going to go kiss goodnight just because I've done it.
Yeah. I'm the same way. When you got kids and you got groups, rope dropping is impossible. I could definitely see it being an awesome experience doing it as a solo adventure for the day. But
yeah.
And I'm a morning guy now, like with kids and life. 10 o'clock is bedtime most nights. So, closing the park down doesn't normally fit what I've got going on. But
honestly, I think my problem is it's not that I can't get up early. It's that when we're in the parks, I don't want to leave the parks. So we end up staying till close every single night, which makes that getting up for rope drop all the much harder the next morning.
Much tougher.
So I think that's really why it's never actually happened.
And let's be real, you put 12 miles on your feet.
But yeah, I would go with the kiss goodnight still. All right, I'm gonna go. Would you rather have free lightning lanes or free quick service dining plan for the rest of your life?
So I've never done a dining plan. I'm assuming that's what, 3 meals a day, essentially, just free 3 meals a day.
So I think the quick service dining plan, I could be way wrong. Yeah, it's either 2 or 3 meals a day, and you get each person gets like 2 snacks. It's like 2 snacks and 3 meals or something like that every day. Or so that for free, or free lightning lanes.
So we're literally talking probably close to the same value monetarily.
It depends, because you can. Yeah, you talk it through, and then I'll jump in.
Yeah, so free lightning lanes are what, average $30 a day per park, and then
it depends on how busy it is and stuff. But yeah,
that's close.
Some of them were pretty pricey last time. But with the quick service stuff, you could do lightning lanes, and then you could bring your own lunch and save money. Are you really going to do that? Yeah, I don't know. Goodness gracious, the man's frozen again. I'll say, I think I'm going to go lightning lanes. Am I going to go lightning lanes? I could do some damage with quick service, but then you feel obligated to do quick service. What if I want to sit down and do a meal? Which I don't. This is only for a year. Man, I've stumped myself with my own question. No, you know what? I'm going to go quick service. I'm going to go quick service dining plan. Whenever Landon gets back, we'll make him guess what I just decided on. I'm going quick service for me because you're going to eat every single day. Lightning lanes, yeah. All right, there he is. Okay, so me and the listeners, we talked it over. I've decided what I'm going with. If you want to decide, and then you can guess what you think I picked.
I'm going to try to not even bring the money into it because, dude, when we're talking about Disney World, what's $30 a day?
Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm going free lightning lane.
Okay.
I think the fun value overrides anything else. And I could go, man, one meal. I could eat a breakfast and hit the lightning lanes and just the.
Yeah, you're probably right. I picked quick service, but my logic was the fact that I'm gonna eat either way, so I might as well do it free. And sometimes there's parks where I don't get lightning lanes, but you're right. Like,
pick something that you would normally too.
Yeah, pick something that you wouldn't normally pick. You're gonna eat either way, so go ahead and pay for that. Though. Yeah.
So my next one is: would you rather only eat? We're hitting some quick service back to back. Would you rather only eat character meals or quick
cookies.
Service or cookies?
Quick character meals or quick service?
Yeah. So obviously the character meal is the better meal, but we're talking a 20-minute lunch or a hour and a half long lunch. And every meal has to be a character meal. So you got.
Let me ask you this:
4 hours a day tied up.
Can I skip meals?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be.
Well, hungry. I mean, this is your question. Are there stipulations as far as
no?
Because normally after I have a character breakfast, I don't want lunch.
Mm.
So that's probably more like a character breakfast and maybe a character dinner.
Mm.
Like I'm probably just not eating lunch if we're doing that.
Or if you take my advice, just hit the breakfast / lunch time slot.
The brunch.
Yeah.
The old mini seasonal brunch.
Obviously, the character breakfast is the better food, better deal, but just got the time frame tied to it.
I'm going to go with characters. I'll tell you why. Because I am going to take up more time doing that. However, I'm going to save time not waiting in line to meet those characters later.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're going to break even as far as time. And then you get the better food and the kids get to chill for a minute. Yeah, I'm going character.
I'm doing the same, like I've discussed multiple times already. Yeah, a big breakfast. That's it. That's a wrap for the day. That's all I need to eat. And
here's your one. I previewed you this one a few weeks ago. I don't know if you remember it, but I tweaked it a little bit. I'm going a little off the rails here. So you are trapped in a park. You can pick Animal Kingdom, but the dinosaurs are loose and they're after you. Or you can pick Magic Kingdom and the pirates are loose and they're after you. You've got the whole park to go, hide, fight, whatever you need to do. In both scenarios, you start at the ride and you get a 10-minute head start before they're let loose.
Where I'm headed, I don't know, but I'm doing Magic Kingdom because pirates don't scare me near as bad as dinosaurs. I don't know if you ever saw Jurassic Park or not.
Yeah.
But, that don't sound like a fun time. Oh, a 10-minute head start.
Sam, have you done Dinosaur? Okay. Well, let me preface you a little bit on that. Well, so here's the only thing that makes it a question for me. If you do pirates, there's 100 of them dudes.
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere. They got thumbs. They can open doors. They can do all the stuff they need to do to come find you. Their sole mission's to come find you.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaurs, there's a few big ones, but there's not really that many of the like carnivore type of, there's some brachiosauruses and stuff that'll roam around, but you're probably talking about 4 or 5.
If your argument is pirates have thumbs, they can open doors and they're scarier than dinosaurs, man. Man, I don't know that. Yeah, I mean,
there is a Carnotaurus, but have you seen the thumbs on those pirates?
I'm telling you, man, they can hold swords.
They can hold swords.
Like a T-Rex got a mouthful of swords.
No, there's no T-Rex. Just a Carnotaurus. You got Iguanodon. Maybe that's dumb.
Maybe that might be my hesitation or my not knowing what all dinosaurs are on their ride.
But I figure, like, if you can get into, like, the Tree of Life, if you can get into somewhere and close the door, find a door with a lock in those 10 minutes, I think you're probably good.
So there's not.
But if you got 100 pirates, well, maybe. I mean, I guess they are after you, but I guess I don't know how good's their sense of smell.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's great. But like, are they going to find you in that entire park that smells like other animals? Whereas the pirates, 100 of them split up amongst the Magic Kingdom, like they've got all night. I think they probably find you. Half of them are drunk, but it might help. I don't know.
Who says I'm not?
Yeah.
That might be one I have to think about a little bit longer than. I'm going Magic in the Pirates just for the sake of the dinosaurs, but maybe once I realize the actual dinosaurs on the dinosaur ride, I might have to change my answer.
I think I go dinosaurs.
I might have to ride. Well, I guess I won't be riding dinosaurs, but
no. I have to go watch the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going to go off the walls, I've got one more good one for you.
All right.
Would you rather your only form of transportation from parks to resort, from parks to park, however you're going to travel during your trip, be in a Tomorrowland Speedway go-kart or It's a Small World boat? So with the It's a Small World boat, you've got the smooth ride, the peaceful water, and you got that tune. It's a small world.
But you got the music too.
Or would you rather be in a Tomorrowland go-kart where you got to wheel that thing just to get to hit the bumper in the middle? You got that annoying sound in the go-kart, the smell of gas.
Gosh.
2 miles an hour.
What a question.
No brake.
And they move at that speed, I'm assuming. Are there people on Small World? I guess both of them. Are there people in front of me? Am I doing that stupid, you bump into the back of other people?
No.
Gosh.
So
I don't want to go to Disney World if I got to
putting a lot of weight. So the problem with the It's a Small World is obviously the song. I'm putting a lot of weight into the negativity of that tune that you'll have to hear for your trip from Wilderness Lodge to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I know not the spirit of the question, but realistically, I think it'd take you like 6 hours to get there.
Yeah, well, in both, I think.
I think I'd go. They're both. I mean, Small World's a little bit slower, so let's just let's put a time on it. Let's say Small World takes you. Let's just say Small World takes you 2 hours, and Speedway takes an hour and a half. Is that fair? I think it'd take a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
I think I go Small World because after I like sitting and drinking my coffee. I'd rather have the not jarring back and forth smelling of straight gasoline. I think I'd be sick as a dog by the time I got there. I think I got to go Small World. Just chill, drink the coffee, accept it.
Yeah, I gotta go kart. I can't stand the song, man. I can't.
Your daughter's not even tall enough. She just doesn't get to go to the parks.
This is just a me. This is a me and you. They get to ride the buses.
Oh, they're just going to meet us there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the smell of. I've always enjoyed that. The track at the beach, go-kart smell. That's definitely what Tomorrowland Speedway smells like. The tune of the motor, just that engine noise would be super annoying, and the not being able to steer the thing would be super annoying as well. But man, I hate It's a Small World song.
Yeah, see, it doesn't bother me that much.
Oh man,
like I don't love it. It'll be stuck in your head all day. But
dude, remember when we went down there that we had that wild night at the Magic Kingdom when Nate bought his little cap gun, and we rode It's a Small World, and we were all a little bit tuned up, and I kept like nodding off and waking up to that ride, and I swear that night that ride took 35 minutes to get through, and I like probably woke up 4 times with that song playing, and that's
Too
like
back.
a nightmare. Too back. Space Mountain. I don't know that I've rode Space Mountain since that trip.
See,
we rode it enough for 10 years worth of time. But
that's another one I can leave.
We'll have to bring that. That'll have to be a podcast in itself.
Maybe.
May not
let us back to Disney World if we tell that story. If it gets too far out.
There's pictures somewhere.
They're on a laptop I have that doesn't work anymore. I have to throw that in the trash. Make sure nobody finds those.
I guess that is probably about all I got for Would You Rather.
I think I had one more. Let me see.
I got one more, but it's eating, and we've already hit our fair share of eating.
Okay. Free VIP tour. Free VIP tour and deluxe hotel for 1 week a year. Or free annual passes for life.
And I'm paying for my room for when I get there for the annual pass.
Right. But you could hypothetically go, if you wanted to, you could go 3 weeks. You got an annual pass. You don't have to take one trip. You could go for a 3-week trip every year.
So a deluxe resort stay for a week and a VIP tours. I don't know what that's a VIP tour every day.
So they got to do.
Miss it.
It's a lot.
Good.
Yeah,
that's $10,000 value.
You walk around with somebody who they get you on all the rides. You say, "Hey, I want a Dole Whip." When I get off, they're sitting there waiting with a Dole Whip. You still got to pay for the food, but they basically you've got a butler with lightning lanes. Is my understanding. I don't want to say butler. I don't want to make it sound like they're like waiting on you, but
no, I know. I mean, they're treated like kings. I just don't know what it costs, but I'm assuming for a deluxe resort and a VIP tour for a week, that's a $20,000 week. I'm going that one for sure, hands down. Because if I gotta pay, if I'm not getting nothing but park tickets for the annual pass holder, what is that? $600 a trip? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess I
gotta take 20 trips.
You've got 2 kids under ticket.
Yeah.
Needing age. Everybody in my house has to have a ticket now.
That's true.
Which is that adds up. You're talking about I think you're talking about a few $1,000s every trip.
So everybody in the house gets the annual pass holder.
Yeah, everybody in the house, not just you.
Yeah, I still gotta go with the deluxe resort and VIP tours.
Well, that's probably the move. I thought about making that a little harder.
We're bringing up money because you don't go to Disney World without budgeting and figuring out the money side of it, but the VIP tours in itself seems awesome for the sake of I want to ride every single ride at Magic Kingdom today, and you do it by 2:00.
Yeah.
You go straight to the front of every line. It's not like you get 3 lightning lanes and then you see what next available you can find. That value in itself is very high just in the ride what you want to. You can only do It's a Small World once. Because you know me, I don't know. Hit that thing 4 times in one day.
I feel like you could keep going. I don't know that for a fact. But we'd always do you can tell the people who are wearing the VIP tour stuff, and it's always oh, is that a rich person or is that a famous person? Who am I? Who am I? Because I've seen, when I was working down there, I put Dwight Howard on Dumbo one time. We saw Kobe.
That's cool.
Saw Phil Mickelson. Kathleen saw Scarlett Johansson. So when you spot the VIP tour guide, it's immediately oh, is that? Who is that? Who are they with? And sometimes it's just rich folks, but sometimes you'll catch celebrities and stuff.
That's kind of a fun game to play when you're down there and you see the VIP tours walk by and it's not somebody that everybody knows. You're what you do for a living? Yeah.
Computer did you build? Yeah.
What kind of patent you got?
We'll have to do an episode one day on the different backstage tours, the Keys to the Kingdom tour and the Animal Kingdom and all that kind of stuff. Cover some of those.
Yeah, I'd be interested to what you have to say about the underground of Magic Kingdom as well.
Yeah, we can do an episode on that. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We can get into some more cast member-y stuff.
Yeah, stuff that I know
dive into.
Maybe just Q&A on what you've been through as being a cast member. But I think that's about a wrap for this one. Don't you think?
I'm with you, brother. Yeah.
So I'm assuming this will be coming out the week after Christmas. So we hope that all y'all have a very Merry Christmas. Hope y'all enjoy the time with you and your family and your kids, and hope Santa's good to your kids, and hope Santa's good to you as well, I reckon.
Agreed. Merry Christmas, everyone. Talk to you soon.
See ya.